Hello everyone, my name is Michael James. I'm your English teacher for today. We'll be focusing on one of the forms of verbs, and that is tenses. And that is what? Tenses. Under this topic, we'll be considering vital facts about tenses. We're going to see the categories of tenses. We'll discuss them by examples. And at the end of the class, you should be able to explain what tenses are, state the three categories of tenses, and look at some practical examples on tenses. Now the next question is, what are tenses? Tenses are times, continuance, and completion of an action. Tenses are times, continuance, and completion of an action. How do we mean by this definition? It means that tenses deals with the time an action started, continuation of the action, and of course, when the action got completed. As I said in the introduction, I said tenses are part of the forms of verbs. You may want to know other forms of verbs. They are not far-fetched. They are voices and aspects. We are going to be looking at that in our subsequent series. Meanwhile, let's deal with the three categories of tenses. We are beginning with times of an action. What are times of an action? And how does tenses deal with this time of an action? Yes, how does tenses deal with this time of an action? And what tenses are found under this time of an action? There are just two. And they are present tense and past tense. You may be wondering why I didn't include future tense. Anyways, future tense belongs to the family of present tense. How? Let me state an example. The present tense for laugh is laugh. The past tense, laughed. What's the future tense for laugh? Oh, you are thrown aback. You'll be tempted to add an auxiliary verb like I shall laugh or I will laugh. So in that wise, future tense does not exist on its own but exists under present tense. So that is why future tense is not included as times of actions. Now let's go to the second category, and that is continuance of an action. What are the tenses under this category? There are four in number. And they are present continuous tense, present perfect continuous tense, past tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Now, the essence of the continuance or the continuance, as the case may be, is the fact that the verb will be included with ing. So, should I want to say laugh in continuous tense, I will use laughing. So, it's going to be laugh plus ing. It means at the point where you're reporting this action, the action was still going on. Let's go to the next category, and that is the completion. Now, what comes to your mind when you hear completion of actions? Completion simply implied perfection, a state where the action is totally done. So at the point where you were reporting the action was already completed. Tenses under this category include present perfect tense and past perfect tense. Present perfect in that the action is already completed. Past perfect means the action is already completed. Are you with me? Do you get me? Now a quick rerun. We said that tenses deals with the times, continuance, and completion of an action. And we've seen categories on times, categories on continuance, and categories on completion. Now let's look at some practical examples that we might take home at the end of the class. Now we're going to look at examples on times of actions, which implies whether present, past. Now let's talk about present tenses. We have seen 5 examples. Number 1, James dances to the beats of the song. The present tense there is dances. Mr. Ben swims professionally. The present tense there is swims. They throw stones at the birds. The present tense there is throw. I jump over the fence. The present tense there is jump. The choristers sing beautifully. The present tense there is sing. Do you get that? All right. Now this is a recap of what we've done. Tenses, times of action. We've seen the times, the continuance, and the completion of the action. In our next class, we will be considering examples under past tenses. Till we meet again, I still remain your English teacher. My name, Michael.